Hey guys, Cigarette. I've been trying to figure out how to play this Caravan game on the new Fallout, and I think I finally got it down. So in order to help out my fellow YouTube people, I'm going to go through what I've figured out so far. Maybe it'll get some people a leg up. I found the instructions to be a little confusing in the game. It took me a little while to get used to what I was doing. So here we go.
Thanks again for all your help.
Alright.
Sure.
Alright, I'm just going to do an auto match here. That'll set it up to where he's willing to bet what I'm willing to bet. And I'll accept. It goes to the next section where you're going to build a deck. Now, here's what I've done. First of all, it's got a graphical issue. You'll see it as we go on. It gets worse and worse the more I stay on the screen. There's a little progress bar here across the middle. If you can see that. Or how far across your deck you are. Put out again. Okay. So what I did was I added all the face cards. You can see they're all added. Cards that have been added are face up at the top. Cards that have not been added are face up at the bottom. Then what I tried to do was add all the odd cards, but due to the way that it's been graphically glitching, it's been hit or miss whether or not it adds the proper cards or not. See, I've got these even cards here. So I also had to add a few cards for filling out the deck. See, I have 30 cards. However, this is... Well, I tried to add the black odd cards. Let me back up. I'm trying to add all the same color, same suit ones because of the way that this game plays out. I'll explain the rules in a bit, but I found the same color, same suit to be very advantageous. So I tried to add all the odd black cards, and then I went back through and added some random other odd numbers. So because I needed to fill out the deck, I've got all the 5s in here, for instance. It's a good middle number, and we'll be getting to that. And then, as you can see, I skipped over the evens. I've got the black 3s, skipped over the evens, the black aces, which are, of course, worth 1 point in this game. Once you're satisfied that your deck is set up the way you want, and down here you have then add, see, watch. Close it to the other side, now I have 31 cards. Remove. So once you have your 30 cards set up, and you only want 30 unless you really know what you're doing, because you want to have access to the right amount of cards. You don't need to be worrying about running out of cards, because if you run out of cards, you've sort of failed at playing the game anyway. And that can happen because you're new. Just take it in stride, save your game, load your game if you fail, and play another one. Don't randomize. I was just randomly pointing at that. And then I'll hit play. So now the cards get shuffled up, and you get your first hand. Okay, now, this game board right here can be really confusing as to how to play right at first. The very first 3 moves of the game are to set up your 3 caravans, okay? You need not face cards, you need number cards or aces for your first 3 for your caravans. So, I'm going to put a number card out. I don't have many number cards in this draw. As you can see, I ended up with mostly face cards. I usually have at least a couple more number cards, but we'll do it. So, slap it down with the select card option. And then my opponent's doing the same. So here's my other number card. Hopefully I get a number card in the next draw. We're going to find out. I didn't. So you can't put down a face card as a caravan starter because face cards all modify the cards. I'm going to have to throw something out. I'm going to throw out the queens. They're my least valuable card. There we go. I have 5 there. And okay. For some reason, it didn't pop up a select card right away, but as you see, when I went away from it and back... Oh, by the way, I'm just using left and right here. So I select that face card, slap it down. Now I've got my 3 caravans started. From here, I can play any of the face cards, or I can play another number card, and the second card on a pile can be any card. When it comes to the number cards. It can also just be the face cards. Here's how the face cards work. Queens, like if I threw this down on the bottom of a pile, it would make that pile a hearts pile, which I'll be getting to the suits in a moment, and it would reverse the direction of the pile, which I'll be getting that to in a moment. We haven't established a direction. My opponent has established a direction on one pile, and his called the boneyard up there at the top left. He's got 7 and then 8, so his direction is upwards. He can only put a 9 or 10 on that at this point. Unless he throws down a queen with it as well. Then it turns it around. If he threw down a queen on it right now, he could put down another 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, ace. That's what queens are good for. So I do like to hold on to them in case I cap out a... Like if I were to decide to put a 10 on my middle pile, that would make the direction going up 9, 10. I would throw down a queen then, and then I could put down 9, 8, 7, 6. You know, it'd be going the other way. Kings double the value of a card. I'm going to use the king here in just a moment. That's what I'm going to play right now. Jacks remove a card, whatever you lay it on, and any face cards that are attached to that card. So, let's start with the king. Here we go. Select card. And now you get to choose where to put it. You can actually also put them up in the opponent if it would screw them up. It's a good strat. You can force them to discard a pile set, because I could throw it... Let's say this was a 25. This one up here was a 25. By the way, I'm just using up, down, left, right. Was a 25 deck instead of 15. If I slap this king on like an 8 in his 25 series, all of a sudden it would be worth 33 points. And so that would be an invalid Caravan, and he'd have to throw it out. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw this down though on my own side. I'm going to put it right there. And you'll see the 9 becomes an 18. So now he's up to 22. Remember, he's trying to get between 21 and 26 for his Caravan. I'm trying to do the same. The game is over. You think of these as columns. One column, second column, third column. The game is over once all 3 columns have at least one qualifying Caravan. There's a qualifying Caravan here. There's no qualifying Caravan here. There's no qualifying Caravan here. Once that happens, whoever has at least 2 of the winning Caravans, see, his Caravan's winning over mine, so he has 1 winning Caravan. Whoever has at least 2 winning Caravans wins. The game cannot be over if 2 Caravans are tied. If I had a 22 here and a 22 there, it doesn't matter what happened over here, the game couldn't be over. We have to resolve the 22-22 tie. So, alright, let me see here. I'm going to go ahead and do what I said. I'm going to take this king, and I'm going to invalidate his Caravan up here. Check this out. See it? It's red now. That Caravan is no good to him. Watch what the computer has to do with it. He's going to have to throw it out, or he's going to have to eliminate the card. That'll be coming up later. I still have been given no number cards, which is not cool. So I'm going to slap down a king here and make that a 16. Okay. And queens reverse directions. Jack throw cards out. Kings double them. Now, if you have 2 kings side by side on a card, it quadruples it. And there's no... I wouldn't want to quadruple any of those. I could throw it down on my 5. And looking around the board, that's probably my only choice unless I want to discard. But I'd rather play a card rather than discard if I can. So, there we go. Now it gives me another number card that's very good. I can't put this 5. I'm going to show you. I cannot put it on the right deck. See that? The reason is because you can't put the same number twice. So you can't go 5-5. And that's the whole reason I can't do this. It's the only exception to the second card being anything. But you can see it's valid on both of these. Of course, you can't play number cards on the other side either. See. So if I put it on either of these piles, the piles are going to be coming down now because it went 9-5, 8-5. That's a downward direction. So if I'm looking around here, if I threw it on here, that's a 21 point. If I threw it on here, it's a 23 point Caravan. I'm going to go ahead and throw it on here. Okay, this is wonderful. It just gave me a 3. And 26 is the maximum size of a valid Caravan. So I'm going to throw that right under that 5 because it maintains the direction 9-5-3. And it makes it a 26 point Caravan. See it? There we go. Now, my middle Caravan's winning. And it's the only one on the board right now with a valid Caravan under it, the middle column. Oh, excuse me, the right column has a valid Caravan. So, if I were to put 10 points onto the left column, I would win instantly because I'd have 2 valid Caravans. He'd only have 1. However, I don't want to do that right now. Let me see. Well, I would want to do it if I could, but I don't have something to do it with. I guess it's a more accurate way to say it. Oh, but actually, I could put the 6 down right here on the left side. See it? Slap. And it'll be 22 points, and I'll win. There it is. How? Good to go. Let's go ahead and do another one so you can see see this happen again. Yo, I'm gonna save.
Thanks again for all your help.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's play another Caravan.
Sure.
Alright, auto match. I don't care. Whatever you want. He's running out of money. He keeps betting less. Alright. Accept. I like my deck as it's set up. Play. Thank you. Little wonky in this game. They should really patch that up with a patch, I hope. Alright. I like to start with my highest cards or lowest cards by velocity section. You can see my selection is a lot better this time than it was the last time. I'm going to select my highest card, put it on my first Caravan. There we go. The reason the highest or lowest is preferable is so that way when you start building a direction, you have more cards available for that direction. So I'm going to go ahead and select the 3 and put it on my second one. And then to start my third Caravan, I guess I'm going to go ahead and do one of the 5s. It'll be right in the middle, but we'll deal with it. And I'm going to go ahead, let's see here. Let me put the 6 on the 9. So you have to press down to put it in the right spot. This is really what screwed me up before. I was like, why can't I play these cards? Well, right here's part of the trick. Down. You have to tell it it's not, you're not trying to attach it to the 9, you're trying to put it on the pile below the 9. Now it goes downward direction. See, now he just got 26 very nicely there by doubling the 9, so that's 18 plus 8 is 26. Now I can invalidate his pile by doing something to it. Watch this here. I'm going to do that. And see, it's worth 44 points now. That Caravan's no longer valid for him. Okay, let me see. I'm going to throw this 8 down. Oh, I can't throw it down here because... Oh, I can. So this is what I was talking about before. Yeah. It's spade. And you can see the 6 is spade. You can throw any spade on here. It doesn't have to follow the direction. There's 2 rules for it. It's either follows the direction, 9, 6, and it'd have to be something lower. Or it has to be the same suit. That's why I chose all the black suit cards. It gives me more options to play. So when I throw this on here, the last 2 cards are 6, 8. Now the direction's going up again. So I can only put a 9 or a 10 on there, or another spade card, or a face card. Alright, so let's see what's happened here. He has nothing valid. I have 1 valid Caravan, so I need to work on my other 2 Caravans right now. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and just start with these 5s I have here. We'll just throw another 5. Oh, of course. You cannot do the same number twice in a row. So I'm going to throw it here. Even if the suit were to match, which is possible, you could not do it the same number twice in a row. Jacks remove cards. If, for example, that top middle one were mine, 8, 9, king, king, I could slap the jack down on that 9. It would remove the 9 and both of the kings, and I wouldn't have to throw out that whole stack. If I like the stack, I'd still have the 8. However, in this case, I don't have anything that I care about playing it on. Queens just flip directions around. They're not worth any points. Queens are not worth points. So let's go ahead and throw this 5 nowhere. Okay, let me see. Jack. Throw something out. I don't want to throw something out. King. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to discard the queen. Okay, 8's a good card. Let's throw the 8. The 8 follows the direction here in the middle. See it? Since it's counting up, I can play it here, even though it's a hearts. Ace is worth 1 point. Let's see here. Oh, but it's also spades. I could just slap it on the left side if I wanted to. King. Oh, let me play that king. Watch. When I play the king over here, it's going to add another 8 to my pile because it doubles this 8. So that's going to make that worth 24. And there we go. That's the end of the round. So I think after those 2 games, hopefully I've explained it sufficiently to where you can learn how to play it yourself, play a round or 2, save your game first. If you do horribly, just load your game up. The game doesn't really care about you saving and loading in order to cheese the system out. So other than that, I'll see you guys next time.